on the road. All right, we continue to dig deeper into ACORN and the red flags, that board members have raised about where the federal taxpayer money is going. Here's Marcel Reid, who is, she was once essentially running all of ACORN as sort of an interim CEO, and then she sensed something's not right here, and she was pushed out. She's currently the chair of the D.C. branch of ACORN, but she's not even allowed into the building behind her. She is outside now with fellow ACORN board member Charles Turner. Marcel, how are you?
I'm fine, Glenn. How are you?
Very good. Has your life changed at all since you've been on this program? Are you seeing anybody come out of the woodwork to help or to discourage you, to put it nicely?
Well, a little of both, but I can say that quite a few people across the country have reached out to us. People who believe in the original mission, which is to help low and moderate income individuals become empowered.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
So that has been very, very good.
The CFO of CCI in New Orleans apparently has been fired or liquidated, or I don't know what spooky term they use there, for asking questions. Can you give me any information on that?
I really don't know what happened to Mike Jones. He was, I don't know exactly what his title was, but he was more or less the CFO of CCI in New Orleans.
Okay, CCI, and, CCI, in case anybody doesn't know, it's this...
Citizens Consulting, Inc.
Yeah. I like to call it the hornet's nest, where all of the money comes into, and then it goes back out to you. And Charles, what was your job? You were the head of an ACORN division, but then that division was not recognized because you sued for information from CCI. Can you tell me that story?
Okay, Glenn, yes. What I was head of the local D.C. ACORN's housing committee. Our problems arose, I guess, first of all, let me say we're not indicting ACORN as an organization as being corrupt. The problem we see is with the officers, a lot of the board members, and some of the staff. For example, all the money that we pay from the D.C. local into ACORN, along with the federal grants and the foundation funding, is funneled to CCI, which we're told is a separate entity from ACORN. Mm-hmm. Our local had problems getting financial reports back from CCI.
Okay, hang on just a second, because hold on just a second, because this was explained to me earlier today, and I said I'm just dumb enough. I need a little graphic. So can we run the graphics? Because this is a shell game. You get the federal tax dollars, and it's supposed to go to ACORN, but it doesn't. It goes to this other organization, CCI, and then also into some black hole. We don't know where else the money is going.
Okay. It goes to CCI, and then this is where the shell game begins. ACORN has over 200 different entities that the money gets moved around to. For this purpose, for that purpose, this organization to that organization. It's hard to keep up where the money was gone, what purpose it was used for, but when we, as a local, want to get some of the money back from the dues that our members have paid, we have problems. We have problems getting financial reports on how the money from our organization was used. We even have problems, like for instance, we started up a newsletter. We had problems getting back money from National or from CCI to even mail out newsletter to our members.
Okay, that's really what kind of set you off, right? I mean, you were saying, well, wait a minute, how come we're broke? We're getting plenty of money. We should have plenty of money here.
We should have. Over the last couple of years, D.C. local office has been in the top 3 locals submitting membership dues to ACORN National or to CCI. But whenever it comes to getting some money back to support the different campaigns or projects we wanted to support, there was no money. There was no accountability of where the money went. Even some of the money has been taken out of our account unbeknown to our board, or without our say-so, or even knowing that it's gone.
Okay, Marcel.
DC, Glenn, we have...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was about to say that officially on the record, we have over 9,000 members officially on the books here in D.C.
Okay, and how much do they pay for that membership?
Generally, a membership runs $120 per year for a full membership, which means that they can vote and participate. $60 a year for an associate membership. And then we have provisional members who pay.
That's an awful lot of money here. Marcel, is it true that, because here you guys standing in front of this building, and by the way, you can wave right at the camera because I know they're watching inside. Hi, ACORN DC.
I hope they do.
Yeah, well, I bet you they are. And they're watching all over the country. Is it true you don't even have an attorney yet? You can't get anybody to represent you guys to take on this organization and get to the bottom and try to get some transparency?
Yes, we need an attorney or a law firm, someone who specializes in public interest law to assist us. Of course, we're low and moderate income people, and we've been financing all of this more or less off our backs and from the largest of people who don't have much more than we do.
Okay.
So we need a public interest law firm. We also need a legislator somewhere in the country to stand up and champion this cause, and we need for ACORN members to stop paying their dues until the books have been opened.
How do they get a hold of you if you want an attorney? If an attorney wants to represent you, how do they get a hold of you?
They need to go to our website, which is acorn-8.net, or they may call our number here in D.C., 202-370-6635.
And is that ringing in there? Are they going to have to hold the phone out the door for you, or is that a separate building?
No. That's a separate number we have. Yeah.
Charles and Marcel,
if I may,
yes, go ahead.
If I may, we're trying to get some committee in Congress to investigate how the money has been spent. We feel that some laws have been broken, possibly even the RICO Act has been broken, because we believe it's a continuing criminal enterprise. We believe in the way the money has been moved around. They've been laundering money. They've been using the mails to defraud. They've been using federal dollars as well as our membership money to support themselves, their friends, maybe elected officials in other places. And we don't understand why Congress won't investigate. We've been told by Congressman Kanye's office that there was nothing to investigate.
Okay.
My understanding that the reason why you have a hearing is to find out if there's anything to investigate.
Okay.
Not to make a decision before you investigate.
Charles and Marcel, here's the thing. America, if you happen to be an attorney, a law firm, you want to make a name for yourself, you want to do a good thing. I'm not saying there's anything nefarious here. I think there is. It smells pretty rotten here. These people need help. If you would like to be a part of that, please call or write to that web address. What was it? acorn/8-net. Okay. Marcel,